I don't have my keyboard on screen. There it is. Listen, it's in it. But it's not an application that I see all the time. Because, like, my brain goes to, okay, open up OBS, open up Touhou, open up Twitch, boom, that's easy. You know, you gotta go out of your way to remember to open up the keyboard thing. Oop. You must learn to embrace the fog labyrinth. You cannot beat Fog Labyrinth if you hate it. You must embrace it. "900 mountain houses. Sometimes you stray too far. Catwalk. Oh, I rushed it. I had every line, and then I rushed my way getting out of there. $19.10? Ooh, that's a quick one. Still no sub 19. Ooh, late kill. Dude, when a 20.25 is a late kill. That used to be such a quick one. Got to in my own head on that one. Ooh. Are you kidding me? Holy moly. Okay. Nah. I went to go loop another time, and I realized, wait, you don't have to loop another time. I'm feeling a lot better on this attack as of late. Ooh, damn! One that bot that didn't get picked up by the that didn't get picked up by Twitch. Feisty Bride, and then a bunch of random letters. That is certainly a name. Yikes. Oh, what that was a UNR. That was a bomb. That was a 34-second kill? You for blasphemy, that's true. Bombing is blasphemy. Okay, bud. Is it 270 now of those? Let's do a little peta and then let's do some running. 35-second peta? She was actually further to the left than I thought she was. I never looked down. You just kind of end up getting a feel that, you know, she moves generally towards whatever direction you've been playing. So you can kind of get a good feel, but sometimes, like, a single movement will just kind of... Sometimes she likes to move big gap, and sometimes she likes to move little gap. Sometimes it takes one single awkward big gap, and boom, she's in a completely different spot than you thought she was going to be. Ooh. Guess I rushed on that one. Holy kissing suns. That's a base run. Just look at the score. Bro's got like 100,000 points. Yo, this is on pace, bro. Did I lose a P? I did lose a P, didn't I? SMH my head. Never trust Yammers. Neat. Yo, it up 11. Neat. Turns out it's very difficult in Touhou to just keep a maintained, like, set of focus for a long period of time. Wow, what a pixel. Great. Neat. It is very kind of Yugi to shoot around you instead of directly at you during that part. Lack of damage during the first wave almost killed me. Missed like half a second of damage or something. Neat. Okay, kitty cat. Doing me no favors, I see. That might be a problem. Nope. But just barely enough damage. Literally one run and we're already further than I got throughout the entirety of yesterday. Let's see how long my focus can actually keep up for. That was kind of low and awkward, wasn't it? Did she just drop? Stop panicking. Son of a bitch. Why was I not even looking at the screen? Okay, buddy. Oh well, Satori problems. Now he can read and write. Kasen, yes. Yugi and Suika, I'm a little more hesitant on. Like, Kasen is the type of person who'd, like, get on you for having bad grammar. No, I would get on people for having bad grammar, but... And I'm not Kasen, but... Kasen would get on people for having bad grammar. So I feel like she could read and write. Suika couldn't be bothered. very awkward time to die. I didn't start ducking fast enough. Ooh, that was... Yeah, I was completely out of my timing. Ooh. Damn it. Just for Smiley Kakuro. I think it depends on the one, right? Like I said, I feel like Kasen definitely could. I mean, let's just look here, okay? Yamame, Kasumi, can she read? Probably not. Let me cross her off the list. Yamame, can she read or write? Well, if she's construction, you know, there's definitely paperwork that has to go along with that, so she's definitely there. Parsi definitely knows how to write, to at least some degree. Hangs straw dolls up with people's names. So obviously that one's a yes. Yugi... I mean, Yugi's a head honcho and has been around for a while. She has to have learned how to read and write. Satori does. Orin and... Orin could. Oku's definitely a no. And Koishi's impossible to answer anything for. Shopping list that Satori prepared. Yeah. Orin's smart enough that I feel like she could have, like Satori or something could have taught her. She could have picked it up for some reason. Are you telling me that Yugi, the big honcho of the underworld, former hell, is just never learned how to read or write? I feel like you'd have to like think about it more, but I feel like there's a fair amount of them that could. Also, after all, why would a newspaper, why would there be yokai who deliver newspapers if it wasn't for people being able to read? Skills are physical ones? I mean, sure, but like... Like, we're talking about Yugi, who's like the most like, oh, strength is the thing that matters character. And like, you're telling me she never learned to read or write? Either or? I could believe her, but like, I'm still skeptical. Yo, what up, Cinnamon? Why are you turning to 11 with your Jahalo? I mean, yeah. No, I mean, I pronounce it Ja, just because 11 does it all the time. Yeah, that exactly. I mean, I feel like it really depends on the game you look at, but I feel like there's a surprising amount of them that could probably read / write. I think one thing that's important is you look through some of the books. Of course, I'm thinking of Bohemian Archive in Japanese read, but I know there's more. That's like literally about Aya handing out newspaper articles to people. You think Aya's gonna hand out newspaper articles to people that can't read? In some manner? Pictures work, I mean, to a degree. But, like, you see, like, at least in the articles you see in Bohemian Archive, it's like, there's, like, a picture maybe associated with it. And it's, like, it's mostly just text. Here, hold on a second. Like, you're telling me that, like, here's a picture of the Prism River sisters. You tell me that people are just gonna... That, like, the yokai just grab that and can't look at shit? Except newspapers, I mean, because it helps with window cleaning. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like Sakia is definitely one of the characters who can read and write. Take a picture of the Prison Rivers. Yeah, but you're not a Touhou character. And also, are they really just grabbing a whole news article from Aya if they can't read shit? And it's just like, oh, here's a picture of the Prison Rivers. Because they're like, you know... It's like a group that lives in Gensokyo, much like a lot of them. Like, I don't read Japanese newspapers and be like, oh, look, the pretty pictures. Plus, you think some of these people... Oh, here's a picture of Kaguya. Do these people even know who Kaguya is? All I'm saying is, I do agree in that there's piss and blood everywhere because lasers are the greatest bullet type in all of Touhou. I love how long they last. For that, they take a picture. Okay, you really think besides the window cleaning aspect we talked about, you really think Sakuya's grabbing a newspaper with Kaguya's picture on it? You think she cares? Like, if you take a if you have a picture of the most beautiful girl in the world, it's like, sure, you might get some of the human village dudes to, like, grab it, but, like... You think Yomu gives a shit? She's too busy trying to get food for frickin' Yuyiko. And take care of the garden. Like, she doesn't have... It's like, if she can't read, she's not messing around looking at pictures without context for it. Like, let's take PCB. Okay, let's take PCB as an example. Letty Whiterock, can she read or write? Probably not. I'll give you that one. Because who knows what Letty does with her time. So I can give up Letty. Chen, I'll say Chen can't. Alice, there's no way she can't do either. Not a chance. The Prism River sisters, at least one of them has to be able to read or write. I cannot believe that all three of them can. If not, all of them can. Yomu definitely can. Yuyiko definitely can. Ron and Yukari definitely can. Also, Tinker kind of magician. I'll tell you what. How much validity do you want to give to PC98? If you don't count PC98 Alice as Alice, then I will relinquish it. Even then, I still would doubt it, but I'll say that. But if you count PC98 Alice, I don't believe it. That she has never learned to read or write. But not right. I'd accept that. I'd still be skeptical with Alice, but like, The writing part, I could definitely pass. I could definitely see a pass on there. But I feel like she has to know how to read. With the Grimoire of Alice? That's a good question. Yeah, she sealed the power of reading and writing. You would it break your dick? I guess it depends on exactly how rough they are and how durable you are. I feel like there's a lot of variables at play there. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's late. I'm tired. I don't have the energy to make fun of a simple comment like that. Now, if you sat down and was like, ah, yes, Star Sapphire, my daughter wife, like 11 would say, then I'd be like, But you didn't. You know, it was a respectable, normal question, so never letting it go. Never said about it. I'm pretty sure you did. Fake news. I'm not spreading fake news. I remember playing Great Fairy Wars. You know, it's nice. The nice feeling of being the weekend. Where when I get done with stream, I can go to my bed, pass out, and then I don't have to wake up to an alarm or anything. don't have to wake up to an alarm or anything. I mean, if you want to be technical with it, you don't actually have to wake up, but you probably should. I don't feel like the alternative is particularly good. Why is my mic so far away? There, I moved it closer. Is it cheating if your dream self does it? Because if it's your dream self, do you have any control over your dream self? Dreaming. I have heard of lucid dreaming, but like I don't lucid dream ever. Like I dream and I have fairly vivid and like wild dreams, but like I don't lucid dream. If like the few times I can think of like me doing that is it's like, oh, I do that and then I wake myself up or something. But also, in the world of Touhou, if you're dreaming, that would be your dream self, right? Your dream self is the one doing that event. How does lucid dreaming work with Doremi's dream world? Like, how does that behave? Because we know that during the fighting games, it's like possible to like swap like places or something, or at least for like the dream world version to like enter the real world. I'm not super read up on this lore though. Really no idea. See? But we know that the dream self is different from the real self. After all, how could there possibly be 3 different versions of Sumereko fighting each other? And we know that the afterplot of 15.5 exists. So theoretically, if you're in a position where you're not lucid dreaming, and you have sex with Doremi in your dream, or your dream self has sex with Doremi, is that you cheating? So I think we can go past the point of like, okay, what's the exact layering with the dream world self versus the other self, and just go to that line right there. If you're married to insert character of choice, or dating, it doesn't necessarily have to be married, and I did not get Grace there. It's over. and you go to sleep, and in your dream self, not a lucid dream, it's not where you're controlling it, but your dream self sleeps with someone in the dream. Is that you cheating? No, I don't. I mean, Dormy's a solid character, but she's definitely not one of my favorites. Also, second question. If Dormy has sex with someone while they're dreaming, you know, their like dream self, is that assault? Getting up Dormy in Labby 3. Can't wait. Fuck you! Oh, what was that laser sound? Okay, well, let's take this question out of Touhou for a second. If you have a girlfriend, or I guess if you're a girl and anything, well, let's just take this from Dude's perspective. If you have a girlfriend or a wife, and you're in a dream, you have sex with someone, is that cheating? Where did I put an or? I might have just been stumbling over my words. I don't remember my exact wording that I just said 10 seconds ago. Is it though? Because here's another thing about dreams. Unless you're like truly like lucid dreaming, I'm removing the context of lucid dreaming here, right? Like, if you're completely aware it's a dream or anything, I'm throwing that out the window. That kind of feels cheating to the concept of what's going on here. Because another thing is, like, how much logic in dreams don't make sense? And how much of, like, non-reality slips into so many dreams? Where it's like, where there's a context of something that's happening in the dream that isn't real. Like, an example that I think works fairly well with this is, I remember when I was younger, I had a dream where it's like, where there's my family and there was like one of our family friends, like their whole family, and we're all just like living in some big house together, no context, and that was just like an accepted part of my dream, despite the fact that there was no basis in reality for this. So there are aspects of real life that can be completely voided in a dream. clearly what I'm trying to say is that if I build up a harem in a dream, it's not wrong. Clearly. Your subconscious vomit. So, yeah, and I mean, people's subconsciouses can vomit out a lot of weird things. A lot of things that you, because there's a lot of things that you think about that, like, enter the back of your mind that you don't do anything with because it's so out there. But, like, it ends up being, but, like, you know, it still exists in your brain. When these aren't the bond. You see, that's the type of comment that I'll be like, oh, like yes, the first one. The first one's like, okay, that's a line. Then this comment, I'm a little more. Is that a fair comment, or is this just horny posting? I could try to answer, but my lawyer has advised me not to, so I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. That's fair, but that comment is still a little... It's like saying, I would never kill someone, and you're holding a bloody knife and there's a dead body on the ground. I'm just saying, it's a little suspicious. Asking for his help, his love life. I gotta help him out. You're right. Why are you dating a no-need? Well, if you are, first of all, kudos. Second of all, good luck. Third of all, it probably depends on the one, okay? Like, let's just look at the 3 Oni that we know of, like, by name in Touhou. Kasen, Kasen I feel like is a no. I don't feel like Kasen would not be into that. Suika would be a top. For that context. Yugi, on the other hand, Yugi would like it in the other direction. And the only reason I say this is because Yugi highly values strength. And so she would like it if someone overpowered her. She would find that impressive. So I'm using that correlation to draw to this. Now he's horny posting. You can't make a comment, like ask a question that's horny posting, and then go on about how it's not actually horny posting. And then when I answer said question, you go on about, oh, what do you, oh, look at this, oh, streamer horny posting. Unbelievable. SMH my head. is mad sus. What do you mean? You asked a question. I thought about it. I was like, I don't know if this is a good answer because people are gonna question it. And you're like, oh, we got to find out for science. And then I answer, and then you're like, oh, that's mad sus. What do you mean it's mad sus? You asked a question, I took a characteristic about the character in mind, and then I drew a correlation with it. It's not that serious. Oh. But it is. You have to understand, there is no greater thing in life than yelling about meaningless topics. Because the only other time you can yell, or that you're yelling, is about actual meaningful topics. And then that just turns into politics, and, like, that's just miserable. No one's happy in that situation. But if you're going to yell over who your favorite character is, which is a meaningless topic, and any other divulsion down here, then that's the perfect time to yell. Essentially, Kaimata, true. I mean, hey, I feel like if you're gonna like date / marry into someone, like, if you're talking about like wealth, like, she's got to be one of the wealthiest Touhou characters, right? Give great financial advice. I mean, like I said, she's got to have money. She's literally like the goddess of marketplaces. Remy's collapse goes. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely up there too. I'm just, you know, Remy's a popular character. A lot of people like her, so this conversation has existed with her before. But, like, you know, Kaimata's not a character that, like, people sit down and, like, top tier waifu. So if we're trying to, like, argue, hey, what are some, like, major perks? I feel like that's one of them. Oh, that bling bling, she's rich too. She's a pestilence god. Ooh, that's always a really weird lineup that she does there. Awkward. So she needs love too. I'll marry Shion. I won't, but... Better yet, we go harem squad. We marry both of them. Even Rose? What's Rose? I've never heard that word before. His hair. Chooses not to. No, he is a man of his passion, and his passion is his shitty rink-a-dink shop. He has women throwing themselves at him. He's like, no, I must find new wares to sell. I lost a pee. I forget this shot for some reason. Now who's the one horny posting? I really gotta sit down and actually order a new pair of headphones at some point. I keep thinking about it, but I only think about it like while I'm streaming, and then I forget about it afterwards. That's true. That's really true.
Yeah, but what about my slut night?
You know, it's weird to like. It's weird to like balance it out of like why the certain characters have the fandom reputation that they do. Of like how it got to be like this. Oh, I have an itch on my eye. I have to stop and scratch it, put myself in danger. Like, why Sakuya and Sanai specifically? As some of like the most horniest characters. Oh, it was right below it. It was like right below my eyelid, and it just like sprung. I was like, it was just like, bleh. Like, there's a logic that says some of the older characters are, like, would get, like... Persona to start from? I think that kind of depends on... if you're playing the remakes or not. It's worth noting, I have not played 1 and 2. I do want to play 2 at some point, but I have never played 1 or 2 yet. So I can't speak to those. I feel like 5 is probably the best designed game, If you want difficulty, 3 is definitely the hardest. I can't speak to Reload. I don't really know how Reload's difficulty plays, because I never played it. I only played FES. 3 is definitely the hardest. And it's still really good, writing and everything. Like, I do like all of them in terms of writing stuff, story-wise. 4 definitely felt the weakest in terms of gameplay and plot. 4 has, like, the best cast, but, like, it's overall, I feel like, a slightly below the others. Five feels really good just with, like, quality of life and everything. Its story's up and down. It has kind of a slow spot in the middle, but all around really solid. It's definitely easier than 3 in terms of gameplay, in my opinion. At least the original 3, FES. Fuck you! Holy shit, these laser elves are just disgusting! I'm just gonna go play soccer.